Today definitely marks one of the most important days of my life. The last 3 years have been very stressful on me because for the last 3 years, I have been a school teacher at a very toxic school. And I just finally freed myself. I finally closed that chapter. I had to let them know I'm done. And the crazy part of it is, I this was one of these. I mean, I was planning on leaving this year. Everyone who I've been speaking to, I told everyone that like, yo, like I'm literally, like I'm not bringing this. I'm not bringing my new age. I have my birthday's in February, so I was like, by February, I'm leaving this job. I was trying to get through to like the holiday. I was trying to get through Christmas break. As an educator, one of the benefits of being a teacher is, you get 2 weeks off and you get to enjoy, of course, we still get paid and you get to enjoy your 2 weeks off. So it's a really beautiful time to be a teacher. However, that would mean for 2 more weeks, I would have to still be at this school. And I had reached this point in my life and I had reached this point with the school and kind of the chaotic environment that I was like, I'm fucking done. And so today was that day. And it was, like I said, it was definitely an impulse quit situation. I'm going to have to make a separate video to talk about what led to me quitting that job. And anybody who's a teacher, okay, in 2024 with these kids, with this system, right, with these type of parents, with kids being raised on tablets, okay, kids don't even know how to write and draw pictures because they're too busy on scrolling and using technology. We'll talk about that, like I said, in a separate video. But I just reached my breaking point and I took a huge risk. And I think a lot of people, I know so many people who are unhappy and miserable in their jobs, in their careers. And for me personally, that's always been one of my biggest fears in life is to work a job that I am not satisfied with. I have seen family members, I mean, very close family members, who just work jobs they hate it. They complain all the time. They just so unhappy. To me, that's miserable. And I'm an optimistic person. I feel like, yes, obviously we have to pay bills, and yes, there's so many jobs and people can get set in certain routines, but I'm a dreamer, okay? I'm Mr. Optimism. My mindset has always been I can make money, I can make a living for myself by doing something that I enjoy, and I'm gonna die trying. I'm never gonna give up on the dreamer in me. The moment that I stop dreaming, the moment that I just kind of become a robot and just like, oh, I'm just working to pay the bills. Oh, I don't care how tired I am, how stressed out I am. I gotta pay these bills, and this is the only job I got, and I'm gonna just stick with it. No, like that's not my story, okay? That's not my story. That's just not my aesthetic. That's not my vibe. Like the vibe is giving creator, okay? Which is why you're on my YouTube channel. Like I like to create. I'm a writer. I also, one thing that I do over the summers, and now obviously I have no choice. Now I got to go full time with my business. But over the summer, I sell natural hair care products. I make these hair growth oils. So this is a hair growth oil. It's really, really good. And this is a natural hairspray. Is really good for moisturizing your hair. All organic products. I make all of these myself. Okay. My website for this is www.crownjuicenaturals.com. So I'll definitely have that in the description, and it'll be in the comment section if YouTube will allow me to do that. Not sure. But anyway, I'm really gonna have to just take a risk and just focus on full time selling products that I make, because the amount of stress that I have endured working, like I said, even if you're not a school teacher, anybody can relate to stress at a job. I'm not sure what your hours are, but for me personally, as an educator, I would have to be up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then long busy ass days. Even when school is out, I would still come home working because that's a lot of lesson planning I have to do, a lot of grading I have to do, just a lot of other works. And I worked for a public charter school. Okay, so anybody who ever works for a charter school, you probably have an idea of what I'm talking about. So literally, when I'm off, I wasn't off. Doing work at 8:30 at night. I'm working until 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. Sometimes up at 10 o'clock at night, and I'm just like, yo, I've had a chaotic ass day, very stressful day, and I need to really recover from the day. Then I have to come home and do more work? No. So I have just decided to, I'm in a period of my life where I'm just choosing peace, and things that are not bringing me peace, I have been letting go. Like this year, I didn't even realize it, but sometimes you just gotta let be. But this year, I have just been letting things that have been causing me stress, anxiety, things that have not been making sense to me, people that have not been making sense to me. I have just been peacefully and respectfully letting those things go. And now my job, which was the biggest stressor of my life, it affected some of my personal relationships, romantically, family relationships, just social setting. I just feel like in so many ways my job was the problem, and I finally let it go. I finally let that go, and I just feel like I have a huge weight lifted off of my shoulders. Like I said, this me leaving this job was definitely, like I said, I've been wanting to do this for a while, but the urgency of it definitely was unplanned in terms of I was really pissed, and I said, "Out, I'm out of here." But that part makes it a little bit tricky. But it also makes it kind of exciting. When I say tricky, it's tricky because it's like, oh, it would have been nice to still have more money coming in to be saving up and saving up and saving up because bills still got to get paid, right? So that makes it tricky. But the beautiful part of like having to like really move quickly is it's like, yo, I don't have time to play around. Like I got to get this busy. I got to get this business rolling. I got to get this YouTube thing jumping. I got to go, if I need to find another place to work at or whatever I got to do, I got to apply that pressure. And by me applying that pressure and by me like kind of quitting my job so suddenly the way that I did, it kind of just forces me to change my life. Like it kind of forces me to get out of my comfort zone and really change my life because like I said, I'm really hoping that this video reaches a lot of people because I know so many people hate their jobs, but I really hope this reaches people who dislike their jobs. You've been set in your ways. You've kind of just been going through the motions. You've been letting this job take over your life, but you have been afraid to take that risk. I really am going to just be sharing my journey over the next weeks and months, however long, right? Kind of updating you guys with my journey to inspire you and encourage you. But like, we got to choose our peace at the end of the day. If you don't have your peace, you have nothing. If you're working in an environment, like for me, I knew it was my final straw. Like I said, I'm going to make a whole separate video talking about being a teacher because being a teacher is a lot. That requires a whole separate video working in a public school in 2024. But I feel like, when something is affecting your mental health, you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I was going crazy. Like, I'm like, yo, am I sitting here arguing with kids? I'm having issues with these people. I'm having issues with certain staff members. I mean, it's like the overworking of it all, the late out. It was just like, yo, I was like, what the hell am I doing, baby? What am I doing? Like, what am I doing? And then like, so I live in New York right now, but a lot of my family is located in a whole different place. And so it's like, yo, I'm here by myself. A lot of my family members aren't here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not married. I don't have kids. And it's just like, for me, whatever career that I do, and especially if I'm I'm located in a place that's away from most of my family and friends, I need to be fully happy with what I'm doing, and it needs to be making a difference. For me, the final straw was like, yo, what the fuck am I doing? Because like, okay, I'm miserable here. Why am I choosing misery? I chose this. Like, I came to this location and I applied for this school and did this and did that and did that and did this. But if I am miserable for not 1, but 2, but 3 years, if I choose to continue moving on that path, then that's just insanity. And at that point, I'm choosing misery, right? Because that saying, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. That goes for like situations too. That goes for your job. Like if you have been at your job long enough to know that it is what it is, if you've been at your job long enough to know that shit ain't gonna change, you've been there long enough to know that you are unhappy there, shit is just not working out, but you're still going. That also is insanity. Believe the situation when it presents itself to you, right? I'm believing it. I'm like, all right, cool. I know that this job is a problem. And I've known it for years. So I gotta fucking let it go and leave it in this year. because I'm not bringing it into 2025. I'm not. So, it's an emotional ride, of course, because like I told you guys, I was a teacher, and so for me, I really genuinely love the students. I really love the kids. At the end of the day, kids are gonna be kids. They're gonna do what they can get away with. So I can't ever fault them. So for at the end of the day, I just have a little bit of hurt and pain, leaving my students because I just know that that's gonna hurt them. Like the last thing I want to do is hurt children. It's like, damn, they're really gonna miss me. I know this for a fact. Like I know that they love me. Like these kids see me, they run up to me and they hug me and they talk to me about how their days are going. And we have such a close bond. So for that, I really hate that. But on the other side of it, that saying like you can't pour out of a glass if it's half full. I can't pour into these students if my cup is like 20% full and then that 80% is just air. I have to be able to pour into these children. I have to be able to be my best self. I have to be my happiest self so that their learning experience is an experience that's joyful and that is something that they truly deserve. And for me, when the joy started to go away and the stress took over, I'm like, I'm out. I mean, it was crazy. So, like I said, my life is about to change substantially, and I know it's going to be for the better. I don't have all the answers right now. All I can tell you is I'm about to just truly lock in and just follow my heart and let the universe guide me. I will happily share my journey with you all, but let's just go ahead and manifest growth, financial stability, financial growth, but most importantly, peace and happiness. I want to grow. I want to grow spiritually. I want to grow in terms of joy. I want to grow in terms of peace, right? I want to grow in terms of love. These are the things I want to grow as it relates to my relationship with God. And so I just look forward to having the time to nurture on myself, the time to love on myself, because quite frankly, for the last 3 years, I put myself very last, all the way last, and I've just put everything else first. And, sometimes sometimes things get hard and ugly, when you're on a journey to peace and when you're on a journey to a substantial change, and it may get ugly. I hope it doesn't. I'm going to manifest beauty, okay? But I'm ready for the ride, and I know that I'm putting it in God's hands. I'm just truly trusting in God. I know that God is going to lead me in the direction and in the place that I'm supposed to be. So with that in mind, thank you, God. I thank you, God, for revealing everything to me when you revealed it. And Lord, I just trust and I'm excited for where you're going to take me, because I know you're going to take me somewhere far. And I know that where you're taking me is going to be full of peace and love and joy. So Lord, I just want to let you know right now, I receive wherever you're going to take me, Lord. I'm ready for the ride. And I pray that you give me all the tools necessary to take me to my destination. Come on now. We got to praise God for that one, because, I'm in a situation where I could be freaking out. I could be so afraid. And I would be lying if I could tell you that on one hand, I don't feel a little bit, like, ooh, I don't know what's going to happen. But I feel so much gratitude, so much at peace, so much at ease at the unknown. Like, I don't even know what's next. Like, I don't even know. But I know at the end of the day, I'm going to be good. Okay, so please send me love and positivity during this time. I'll keep you guys posted. But of course, like I said, okay, you want your beautiful natural hair care products, you better go ahead and check out that website, okay? www.crownjuicenaturals.com. I make all these myself. This beautiful bad boy right here is my lemongrass cement growth oil, hair growth oil. It has lemongrass, peppermint, eucalyptus, argan oil, a host of other beautiful ingredients. Check out my website for that. But it's just so good. And one thing I love about it is it also has grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil is very light. It doesn't weigh down on your scalp. And it also stimulates hair growth. And it has vitamin E in it as well. So this right here is a beautiful, beautiful hair growth oil. And it smells amazing. So please check out my website. And okay, we got that lavender rose, baby. We got the lavender rose hairspray to moisturize your hair. So yeah, please I'm just asking you guys in advance to support the website, because at this point your boy's on his own. Okay, it's between me and God right now, and I'm just letting God lead me. Okay, if this encouraged you, if this motivated you to take a leap of faith, if this has inspired you, if you're interested on my journey ahead, which is I will be showing you guys, I'll be talking about it, please go ahead and like this video and just comment any questions that you may have, and anything else, any words of encouragement. I need everything I can get right now, because it's not an easy position to be in by any means, but when the universe calls, you got to answer, and I'm answering. So with that being said, I love you guys for watching this video. Please go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Love you.
It's Juicy Real Talk, and I'm holding it down. The topics are real, and the topics are pure. It's Juicy Real Talk, so dig deeper with me. Sit back, kick back, and just listen to me.